Rosen and forward with the slam dunk.
Let's see that's unbelievable. Oh, Westbrook is
Slam dunk.
Now see, that's a veteran. As you're reading all this about him.
And we're back. Welcome to the basement. I'm your host, Ryan Henry. Sitting here, getting ready to give you guys the best in the NBA, as we always do, below the hardwood, your one-stop shop, featuring
Dexter, new lights.
Alan Shan, you know what's up.
and we're getting right into it. This is awards season. We're about to hand out the BTH. You can imagine there's a trophy in our head. Wow. Dude, like you. Anyway, that was the BTH trophy, the imaginary trophy that maybe we'll get someday. But we're about to hand out these awards. We're talking Sixth Man of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Coach, Executive, MVP, all that stuff. And we're gonna get right into it, starting with Rookie of the Year, Dexter. Out of the youngins that have just joined the NBA this season, who do you like to win the Roy?
I would like Victor Oladipo to win because he is on a better team than MCW, who will win. He's going to win. Michael Carter-Williams, he's leading the rookies in points, assists, rebounds. But Victor Oladipo is on a better team. He's coming off the bench after Aaron Aflalo, who was potentially an all-star.
Okay, but Alan, what do you got to say?
Man Crush Wednesdays, Michael Carter-Williams, NCW. I have to say he's going to win it. His stats are inflated, I have to admit. I'd rather see Trey Burke win it, to be honest. I think when you talk about who's actually putting to their team, and I believe that Trey Burke's more helping the team more than I say Michael Carter-Williams. That team, 76ers,
Lost 26 in a row.
I know. He shouldn't win any
I
awards
don't
for that.
think his stats are inflated. Yeah, he's on a crappy team that lost all their
They're
stars
inflated,
halfway.
of course they're.
He's still going to drop that next season. Like, he's still going to be that
bet.
near
You have this on
triple-double
camera.
guy. I think
Bet.
Carter-Williams is definitely the Rookie of the Year. He's still going to have a good season next year. He'll definitely have a lot more help, and maybe that help makes him a better player.
Like, Nerlens Noel.
He'll come back next season, of course. But Dexter, moving on to, let's say, the Coach of the Year. Who is the guy behind the team that you think deserves to raise that trophy?
It's Pop. Greg Popovich he's going to win it hands down. 62 wins. I don't know, he has maybe 63. But, yeah, he has that. They're a well-oiled machine. The Spurs, they do whatever they want. They can eat whoever they want, and they're going to head to the finals.
Alan, who's your bench boss?
West Finals.
I have to say, Pop is actually a really good choice, to be honest. Like, that's your safety scoop if you want to think about it. But I want to go out there and give it to Jeff Hornacek. That's if the Suns actually do make the playoffs this year. Jeff Hornacek is a big deal. That team has completely shifted their whole dynamic, their whole character, and everything like that. And I like to see Jeff Hornacek win it. Or Dwayne Casey. Got to get up to the Raptors. Shout out.
So, unfortunately, for the first time in history, me and Alan are 2 for 2. I'm also going to give it to Jeff Hornacek. The Suns taking what they had. They were supposed to be the last place team in the Western Conference, and they're fighting for the 8th spot. They're actually, if they were in the East, they'd be the 3rd seed. So what they've done in Phoenix is amazing. And you take Goran Dragic, you take not even a pass for his point guard in Bledsoe, a shoot for his point guard in Bledsoe. You make that work, you deserve Coach of the Year honors.
Those pieces shouldn't fit together, but they do.
They do. Next up, let's say most improved player. Dexter, who's the guy that has made that jump from last season to this season?
I had Gerald Green because he's doing amazing on that team. He's scoring, but it's Goran Dragic. Dragic is leading that team without Bledsoe. Yeah, he's leading that team, and the Suns are almost out of the playoffs.
All right.
I'm agreeing 100% with this guy, Goran Dragic. I would say Gerald Green, but I would give it to Goran Dragic. I think when you look about actual getting better from year to year to year, Goran Dragic is a player. He's not just getting more minutes like Gerald Green is. He's actually stepped it up in his entire play, I have to say.
Just for the sake of not joining, because I was gonna say Goran Dragic, I'm gonna say DeMar DeRozan, because this guy went from not even having his name mentioned on ESPN to an all-star caliber dude who is now leading his team into the playoffs for the first time since 2006-2007. So shout out to DeMar DeRozan, who is killing it. You are my most improved player this year. Moving on from most improved, let's just go back to the bench boss, the business side. How about executive of the year? Executive of the year, Alan.
I gotta give it to Masai Ujiri. Keep it here at home. Come on, man. The Raptors actually changed everything. Pound the rock, the whole mentality of everything. The team just won 48 wins, okay? That's the most they ever won. That's the Vince Carter era. That's the Chris Bosh era. That's even the Ben Uzo era, okay? We've done the best that we've ever done in the history of the Toronto Raptors, and I gotta give it up to Masai Ujiri, who believes that we actually can win a championship here in the city.
Dexter.
I got Ryan McDonough for the Phoenix Suns. He's the GM of the Phoenix Suns.
There you go.
He brought in Bledsoe. He brought in Gerald Green. He brought in PJ Tucker, who's playing really good right now.
Underrated defense.
And yeah, he's doing his thing.
Again, I'm gonna have to piggyback off Alan, which sucks, but I'm gonna also go with Masai. When you take the Raptors team, who again was supposed to tank when they traded Rudy Gay, and now they just got their 48th win, franchise high. You have DeMar DeRozan, first-time All-Star. Kyle Lowry plays like a possessed zombie, who has led our team from day one to like imaginary heights that we could never imagine.
It was more of the Rudy Gay trade that put him over the top. That Rudy Gay trade.
But
again,
offloading Bargnani. Now we have your pick,
get
New York. We have it.
I'm sorry. Masai. Done. Masai. Done. Am I missing an award, guys? Is there
Defensive
award?
Player of the Year.
Defensive Player of the Year. D. Poi. Dexter, who's your guy blocking the paint, doing all that?
Six man. It's gonna be Roy Hibbert. Roy Hibbert. He has 2.3 blocks this year, and he changes everyone's shot in the paint. I go Roy Hibbert.
I have to agree. Roy Hibbert's a safe pick. Once again, he's probably going to win. People are saying Noah, but I have someone that no one's talking about. Kyle Lowry. No one's talking about Kyle Lowry.
I'm not piggybacking. I'm going to go DeAndre Jordan. Nobody's talking about DeAndre, but this guy's leading the league in defensive rebounds, rebounding as a whole. His body in the paint, nobody wants to go up against that. When they're rethinking about dunking on DeAndre Jordan because they know they'll get it both ends. DeAndre is he could actually be most improved as well. So I like what he's doing in Los Angeles right now. And real quick, the last one, sixth man of the year. A guy coming off right of the bench with that spark. Who do you got?
It's boring. It's going to be Jamal Crawford, but Taj Gibson's going to win it. And just shout out to Swaggy P, TWG, IGGY. Let's go.
Alan?
I'd say Jamal Crawford. Okay, Jamal Crawford's going to win it. I don't want to see Taj Gibson win it because I hate the Bulls and everything they stand for right now. I love them in the Jordan days, but Jamal Crawford.
I know this isn't going to be a popular pick, but because I watch the Mavs so much, I'm going to go Vince Carter. Vince Carter is... People don't look... Again, people are going to hate, but Vince Carter is actually a great dude off the bench. I know that the Mavs are trying to pull for him. I know he's probably not going to win it, but my heart's with Vince Carter because this guy, I've seen what he does. He's amazing. I think he deserves it. Best spark off the bench. And the last one...
Unanimous decision.
MVP. Who's the best player in the
KD
2013-2014 season?
Kevin Durant.
I have to give it to him. LBJ fan saying that.
41 games straight with 25 plus.
Yeah.
Beat Jordan.
Durantula, the servant, Black Reaper, whatever it is.
LeBron also conceded his victory, saying he is the most consistent player this season. So I think LeBron would be
that when you have
giving
Russell,
it to KD too.
Rusty Westbrook on your team.
We're all KD right here. KD's going to take that MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, that's another stimulating edition of Below the Hardwood. But of course, there's one more segment we got to do, and that is 24-second shot clock time. Dexter, what do you got to
get it? My 24 is on the scheduling. The NBA does it so right. They play their conference 4 times, whatever. They play every team in the NBA, unlike the NHL. Suck NHL.
Shots!
Yeah, and they play every team at least once, and that's amazing. Hockey, they don't play everyone, and yeah, at the end of the season, all the 8 seeds were played. And I'm out of time. So I'm going to Ryan's, and my 24 is...
Alan, what do you got? 24?
My 24-second shot clock is about history and how it was made. The Celtics, the Lakers, the Knicks did not make the playoffs this year. This is the first time. This is unbelievable, everybody. And it kind of sucks for the Knicks and also to the Celtics because they're stuck in purgatory where you're not going to get better next year because you don't have the draft picks, you don't have the money, you don't have the move leverages. The Lakers do have a possibility of drafting somebody. I hope they don't. I hope they suck forever. And I hope the fact that Kobe Bryant took all that money, that the team is terrible. Thank you.
Love the hate. Love the hate.
Feelings.
Feed it.
My 24-second shot clock is going to be on the playoffs this year. More importantly, the entry format. You got the Atlanta Hawks, who are 35 and 47, or just got into the playoffs. way below 500 record, and these guys, I don't think they deserve it. When you have Phoenix, Memphis, Dallas, Golden State teams that were literally moments of games of falling out of the playoffs, and they're 12, 15 games above 500, we need to fix it. Let's maybe think of something where you get the 16 best teams in the playoffs instead of a crappy team out of these.
Self-serving Mavericks fan. Sorry.
Yet my Mavs are in the playoffs, so I'm defending Phoenix, the young gun Phoenix Suns, which are highly entertaining. But social media, ladies and gentlemen, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Alan got something on Tumblr, I don't know. But we everywhere. The point is BTH everything. You can hit us up. Dexter.
Dexter _ BTH.
Alan
At Crypton's nice.
at R.A. Henry. Shout out to cameraman Ernie, who's not here.
And Gabriel, we got a new post right up. Read that. It's really good.
Andrew
Mir Johnson.
Watch out.
We out.
We coming.
I went too far.